we're not sluggish.
Nope. Feeling good.
We're feeling good. We're feeling great.
It's been about like what, an hour and a half, give or take.
Little tidy shot there. It's been about what, hour and a half. We got in there around 6:30, so
Yeah.
it's about 8 o'clock, 8 to 4 right now. It was good, man.
We didn't actually start till like 6:45 or something like that anyway.
Yeah, and the majority of the workout was hamstrings, which was good, dude. It felt really nice. So overall, hell of a workout.
I actually like doing I like doing quads and hamstrings sometimes separate. Occasionally I'll do them together just because I'm in that kind of mood, but
Sure.
I really like doing them separate.
I like isolating them as well.
Yeah, because since then you can really fill them out more. And then honestly, my hamstrings don't feel that bad right now.
Mine are feeling good, man.
Yeah.
I didn't cramp up halfway through, and I didn't feel sluggish like you said.
Which that is honestly what you kind of want anyway. You kind of want to feel after a workout being like, okay, I feel fine. Like I know that I got the pump and I got everything else, but you don't want to feel sore like literally at the end of your workout, because if that's just,
I agree.
That's when you're starting to overtrain, and that's when you start developing scar tissue, and that's when you start really not doing much for you. So,
but man, overall it was good. I give that pre-workout, like you said earlier off camera, it reminded me of like GAT a little bit, you know?
Yeah, no, totally. Definitely got me going. Definitely tasted like GAT.
Yeah, it did.
The stimulants were very similar.
Yeah.
Except for this has a little bit more caffeine compared to GAT. So if you were to rate this one, what'd you think?
I was just gonna say, man.
I give it an 8.3.
8.3, okay.
8.3 because of one thing. It just it tasted similar to GAT, which was it's almost like mimicking it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, God.
It even blends like GAT and also C4.
I tell you what, yeah,
C4
man.
Ultimate.
I'm gonna say I give this a 7.8.
Really?
7.8.
Why is that?
You know, I wanted to go over the 8 mark, but I was like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what specifically.
There's just something about it?
Just something, but not bad at all. Like 7.8, that's very good.
I would definitely take it again.
Oh, absolutely. I
I
would purchase this pre-workout. It was good. I haven't crashed. I'm gonna stick with 7.8 though, man. I thought it was good.
The blending was a little bit off.
But overall, not a bad pre-workout, honestly. So like I said, solid, very solid 7.8.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I mean, there you go, man. And what the heck was I gonna ask you? But I was gonna ask you something else.
About the pre-workout?
Not about the pre-workout. I was thinking about it in the gym.
On like a conversation?
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
Well, I mean, before we were talking about James Charles.
Absolutely.
And all that.
Can we get in that drama? You know what? I will never feel that I've made it as a YouTuber until I get somebody else to make a video about me.
Let me ask you this. Did you hear about Cody Ko and Jake Paul?
Absolutely did.
Oh my gosh. That would have think it's more funny.
Bro, when I saw that video, I was like...
Did you watch it?
Yes.
It's cringeworthy.
Bro, I was like, what are you doing?
I'm here to stop cyberbullying.
I was like, bro, what?
For those of you guys don't know, Jake Paul, who is a very heavy influencer or YouTuber,
regardless of whether you like him or not, his presence on YouTube is top 5, 100% of the YouTube community.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, you're talking about 15 million subscribers, and
pumps out 2 videos a day, right?
I'm not sure if he does 2 a day, but
I know at least 1.
Yeah. And then on top of that, like he is a heavy influencer whenever it comes to children, and which which a lot of people know about him because of Logan, but he called out a YouTuber,
Cody Ko, which I love his content,
love his stuff. Yeah,
bro.
He's a comedian, in which he kind of just he does cringeworthy kind of stuff in which he makes fun of them, right? And
it's a commentary channel, and basically he comments on others' videos and makes fun of them, right?
He doesn't mean any harm in it.
No,
he's just what are you guys doing?
And dude, some of the stuff he was saying, not Cody, but some of the stuff that Jake brought up, about him. It was just, I was like, bro, you're mad at him because he's making lighthearted jokes about this and this, when you're the one, you're not supposed to preach hate and stuff, but you're making diss tracks on teachers. What?
Yeah, Jake Paul saw a lot of his tweets because it was in regards to him,
and he makes fun of Jake on his channel.
Yes,
4 or 5 videos he
has done. Yeah, and so Jake was honestly, I think it was like something for him to do clickbait anyway to stop cyberbullying, because since he thinks he's a cyberbully, and when in actuality he's a comedic channel, and so he was out to get him, and he kind of
he ate
sabotage.
his own words. His self, dude. I went back and looked at all the comments, dude. All of them were like, bro, you're making fun of Cody Ko. Like, everyone's like, dude, I immediately subbed to Cody once I saw this video and stuff like that. And then I watched Cody Ko's response, and dude, it was so funny, man.
So anyway, Jake Paul went in and sabotaged Cody Ko in an interview he did with a barber, which is very interesting. I kind of like that. It's
different.
It's like a podcast. I was like, that's really original. Like that is really cool. But anyway,
it's almost like you take pre-workout and get a lift. Like,
yeah. It's but instead he goes to the barber.
Hair.
Yeah, which by the way, there's like small talk with barbers, right?
Sure.
Like that's kind of what you do.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jake Paul sabotaged it because since he was really good friends with the barber, and was just like, yo man, you got to stop cyberbullying. And Cody Ko's like, wait, what? Like he
caught him completely off guard, right?
Yeah, completely off guard, and then he was just like, I know people who you made fun of and all this other stuff, and that's not cool. And he confronted him, when in actuality, he just made an ass of himself.
He did, and it was funny, all the backlash. Like, I thought it was comedic in itself.
Did you watch the PewDiePie?
I did not see that one. I saw it, like the video, like the thumbnail. I did not watch it though.
You need to watch PewDiePie's because
he goes off on Jake.
Yeah, because since there's a part to where he talks about the party. Did you ever hear about that?
Oh, the big Jake's party that he had.
You're not invited, right? Someone actually told him to tell him that line.
Really?
Like you can hear someone go, "Say you're not invited." You can actually hear it.
That's funny.
And PewDiePie just starts laughing. He just starts laughing. It's just like, that's crazy. But anyway, yeah, so that all started, and then honestly Cody Ko now is set on the platform, and which I love his response of being like, I finally get to be a part of the T.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I saw that. Like, his intro was like, I finally made it as a YouTuber. Bro, that's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'll never feel like I've made it on YouTube until like somebody makes like a video about me.
Yeah.
Like, man, fuck this person.
And
like,
so he was all his response was just like, you know, I'm not going to do anything. He's like, I'm just wanting to end this, all this other stuff, because since there really is no beef, it's just like the guy was not really cool on doing this, pretty much, right? And I mean, it was very, very quick, but man, it's just funny. It's just funny to see. So, in which Cody Ko does some pretty original content. Like, That's Cringe is like one of the best things, especially with his buddy
Noel Miller. That's his name.
Yeah.
They do like Love Island, like it's this app like that they play. It's a game. Dude, it's so funny. Like, all of his stuff.
He used to be a Vine guy, then they kind of blew up after that. And then he started doing TikTok, in which he got a large presence there. Then he stopped doing TikTok because since they were using his content for ads, even though he didn't approve them. But then in the fine print, they said anything that you do on the app, they can gain
we can use.
We can use. I mean, that's what Facebook does too. That's what Instagram does. It's technically not yours. If you post a picture, it is not yours anymore.
Crazy.
It is theirs.
And dude, honestly, like, I don't care. Go ahead, use it. Like, I don't care. Use my stuff.
Yeah, but it's just like for people's privacy and things like that.
Yeah, that's huge.
People are willing to post on Instagram, but they're like, wait, I have to give out my email? Oh no, it's like you're literally giving your face to an algorithm that can find you.
You won't give your email out, but you'll post a picture of your butt online, like bare ass.
I know.
Like, what?
I know. I'm just like. And you guys know that Snapchat stores their data for like a full 30 days. Yeah. And then they store it for any sort of criminal purposes.
First off, anything like that someone says like, dude, Snapchat, like if I was a murderer, right, and I killed someone and I Snapchatted about it and I sent it to my buddy, I promise you they can pull that up. Promise.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff that...
So all you nasties out there Snapchatting that good late at night, I mean, come on, boys.
Seriously, like, that's on your profile, like, your actual, like, internet footprint. That is on your footprint. And it's just like...
Yuckin'.
It's not good, but anyway, yeah. So, fun fact about social, guys. That's why you have to be very, very cautious on what you're posting. That's why if you see me, I rarely post except for YouTube.
Yeah.
I think YouTube's one of the better platforms because of, one, it's a higher reach. Two, people can actually look at your content and enjoy it. It's also...
It's more. There's more layers than an Instagram picture, right?
I feel like it's more engaging than the Instagram community.
Sure, like anytime I watch a podcast, I won't listen to it. I want to watch it. Like I want to see
the
them
reactions.
I want to see that, right? I feel a part of it. I like, although hearing's great, but I want to like be a part of it.
Yeah, there are certain podcasts where I go, okay, I can definitely listen to it, but if they have a video capable,
I'm watching it.
Yeah, so like Funhouse, they have 2 of them where it's Dude Soup and also Film House where they do movie reviews, which I'm very excited that we're actually going to get into that.
Absolutely.
And then Dude Soup is kind of just like random kind of things of like news topics. So they kind of go over Game of Thrones, things like that, PlayStation, all that, and like both of them are filmed, but like I have to watch both of them. But then they also, that same company, Rooster Teeth, has something called Off Topic, where I do not need to at all. Even though they're like, they kind of laugh at the camera and do all this other stuff, but like, I don't need to do it because of, there's like 5 or 6 of them, and no matter what, I'm not really going to be paying attention. Whereas if it's like 4 people, it's actually an interaction where they're actually talking to each other.
Sure.
Compared to like 6, where you're like, okay, that's a little bit too much, but.
I feel that.
Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, there's been a lot of beef on YouTube recently.
There's been a lot, man, and selfishly, selfishly, I want to be a part of that so bad.
Jared. I mean, there's a ton of stuff that's been happening.
There's quite a bit, man. Me and you got to get in a little beef action.
Oh, God, no.
Who should we call out?
God. I actually did want to ask you a question. So then, you did watch Generation Iron and you saw the documentaries and things like that.
Have we talked about that on this?
No, but the next time I think we're going to talk about it more.
Okay. Well, just to give you guys a little sneak peek, we're going to start getting into like not only like we do Gym Talk, right, and post shows and like you guys have watched, but we're going to start going in the facet of like more fitness movies as well, like talking about them, reviewing them, kind of like a podcast, kind of like Cody Co's channel, like watches the video, comments on it, except ours won't be in real time. It'll be like after the fact, after we've seen it, kind of what we thought, write down some keynotes, and just kind of hang out, kind of shoot the shit.
We're gonna start with relevant movies, and then we're gonna go back into other movies. So So Pumping Iron will be one of them. Generation Iron 1, 2. You have Bigger, Stronger, Faster. You have
Mark Bell.
Yeah, the other Mark Bell one. Yep. I forgot which that one is.
It's like the second one off that.
It's a lot more about drugs than actually steroids.
Yeah, what is that one called? I forget, but I've seen that one. I know
they're both so depressing.
Talking about.
Ronnie Coleman's.
The King.
Yeah, the King
or whatever it is.
Yeah. I think we also need to talk about the Physique one that's on Netflix.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
where they all sit in a circle and
they're
talk
like,
about.
Yeah, bro.
And they're all super tanned and just like this the whole time. Like
they all wear black shirts, deep V-necks.
This is them the whole episode.
And like,
what's your guys' diet like?
And what do they call the buckle jeans?
Yep, they're wearing Affliction shirts, buckle jeans, greased back hair. Obviously, they got a pair of Oakleys chilling right here. I mean,
what is it? Jeremy's in that. Sadiq's in that.
Jeremy Sadiq, I forget. I don't know the name, but I can put the face. So I can see what they look like now.
And then I would really like to honestly go more into like the bodybuilders that were in specific shows and kind of see how they were portrayed.
Okay.
And kind of go in depth into the character. So like, I mean, Lou Ferrigno with the Hulk, right? You also have Kai Green as Mr. Sunshine in Stranger Things. You have Arnold Schwarzenegger with Commando. You have him with Predator,
Terminator,
True Lies. You have him Kindergarten Cop. There's a plethora of his, right?
I mean,
you can also even go into Sylvester Stallone. You can go into pretty much just like the beef heads of the industry. I would also really like to get into specific topics. So like for instance, get into like Avengers. If there was a real Avengers, what would they actually look like compared to what we thought they looked like, right? And which that was kind of my question, in which this is a little bit of sneak peek, I guess you could say.
A little sneak peek action here.
So do you think the media portrays bodybuilding like as we think of it?
That's interesting.
So
the way I think of it?
Yeah, so like for us we think of bodybuilding. Who's the first person you think of?
When I think of bodybuilding? Mm-hmm. I mean Arnold. I think of Arnold.
Okay.
When you say bodybuilding, I think of Arnold. But then my second choice is just a guy who I follow personally, like on YouTube and Instagram. His name's Zach Zeiler. I've talked about him before, but like I think of him.
Okay.
I mean, I think of all the old school people. I don't think of a Phil Heath. I don't think of.
See, I think of Kai. immediately.
Really?
First,
See, I
first
think
thing
of Arnold, Zach Zeiler. I think of.
So you think of the lean.
I think of like Frank Zane. I think of like old school people. Like I don't think of a Phil Heath. I don't think of Sadiq. I don't think of. Like
mine's Regan, Kai Green, Flex. I mean, a lot of the newer guys actually in the medium.
For some reason, I don't know why.
And so for me, I think the medium does not, like TV and also movies, does not portray bodybuilding as what it should be. Whereas these guys are like, I have a little bit of muscle, and I'm kind of showing it off. Where people are like, oh, those guys are jacked. It's like, no, they're not jacked.
Yeah. That's like they got a gym membership and they've been working out for a year. Like
exactly. That's personally what I think, in which that's kind of more of the average person, right?
Sure.
But then, and which it can be relatable, but like a lot of people even distance themselves between those characters because of the fact that they are way too big. Take in Dave Bautista, for example, right?
A wrestler?
Yeah. He's massive.
Huge.
Which he's actually starting to really thin out now. He's starting to lean out more.
Yeah.
People thought of Drax. They were like, "Who is that big guy?" It's like, that's Dave Bautista, and which honestly, if like I look at him now on like Instagram videos and things, I don't think he's honestly that big.
Yeah.
Compared to the people that I think of bodybuilding.
Yeah. So like my 2 cents is like people can like. Obviously, bodybuilding's changed a lot within like even the last year, 2, 5,
totally.
10, whatever it is, and that's just the natural progression, right? So like when I think of bodybuilding, and for whatever reason, when I think of bodybuilding, I want bodybuilding to be like, I don't even know, man. Like old school bodybuilding, like I think bodybuilding in general, not necessarily even old school, but like everyone wants to put this like face on and like. I like getting motivated by videos and stuff like this where it's like, dude, your hood's up, like it's all on you, like just you're like, it's like dark, scary, like, and I get it, right? Like the Dorian Yates style, I get that, right? And that's one facet of bodybuilding, and like, but bodybuilding is so much more than just like putting your hood up. Like, dude, it's about like, I personally would much rather see like a holistic environment where it's like, yo, you're gonna go like hang out with your buddies, you're gonna go work out, and you're gonna build muscle together, but at the same time you're not gonna go and chill on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Like
phones are not allowed.
Like that's a great area for me because like ideally I'm like, I think it's crazy to think like anyone who wants to lift weights, like you have to put your hood up and you can't talk to anybody, dude. Like,
right.
I would have loved to have somebody come up to me like when I was first starting out and be like, hey man, let's go catch a chest workout and like show me what's up, show me how to do it, but still not like fucking around and being like, all right, now let's take a pic here, let's do this, like,
yeah.
Still get down to business, but at the same time like make it like an environment where like you can grow, like not only physically but like with other guys and like stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I would love to see that kind of way. It's just kind of a gray area though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean you can also see people like Flex who actually post about like his own workouts, but then you see him, he's doing work, right?
Absolutely.
He has somebody that has the phone for him, so he doesn't even touch it.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't really mess with it, but like it's just straight and I mean you've seen his stuff, it's straight up raw.
It is
straight up raw, unfiltered. So I mean like it's just very interesting to see, like, you know, when people think of bodybuilding they immediately think of Arnold, which is totally acceptable.
Yeah.
And he was portrayed as the buff film actor for a very, very long time. I think that's going to change. I think what's going to happen into that medium is that we're going to see more of somebody like Kai Green. We're going to see more people that are going to be like thick, built, wide.
Let me ask you this: do you think he's ever gonna compete again and win?
Kai? No.
Yeah. You don't think so?
No, I don't think he's going to compete ever again.
Really?
No, I truly believe he will not, because of how he's doing right now.
He's more into good. Like the Hollywood industry now, isn't he?
He's holistic.
Yeah.
He's holistic as a person. He thinks philosophy wise he's very, very smart and intricate and very intelligent. I think that he's getting more into the dancing. He's getting more into his other hobbies. He's sketching every single day, even though he has previously, right, with Generation Iron, which we'll talk about that. He's
very artistic.
He's very artistic, and he has that mindset, right, of being like, I want to sculpt my body just like how I sculpt something else. And it's like he's a damn good dude, right? Seems like just straight up nice guy all the time. But I mean, I don't know. I think with his international fame, I don't think he's going to ever get back on the stage. I think he's going to guest pose, but I don't think he's ever going to actually compete. I don't. Why would he?
Yeah. Maybe a pride thing. It was the only thing I could think of. Possibly.
Maybe, yeah, but I mean, like.
I mean, he doesn't need it for sure. He has other facets.
I honestly think he's making more money than Phil Heath. Easily.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Easily.
100% agree.
I mean, he's got the Stranger Things stuff too.
He has that going on. Plus, he's sponsored too, and like, you know.
Dynamics. Then he's also sponsored by Ryder. No, Dynamic is his. Ryder shoe wear. Then Father Son. He's also sponsored by them. And there's one more. Oh, then he also has ebooks, and then he also has trainings that you can sign up for. So, which is very interesting to get into the unique style of online coaching. Which,
oh God, do we have another half hour?
Yeah, seriously, which is very interesting to get into. But I mean, I'll just pretty much sum it up quick. I think that online coaching can be useful to a certain extent,
Sure.
and what I mean by that is that online coaching, meaning as you are online coaching and also meeting the person of who you are coaching, right, and talking with them. I think that's very beneficial. Being like, okay, I'm going to email you, your routine, but then I'm going to sit down with you and talk over like, what are your pain points? What are some things you want to grow? You know what I mean? It's like, that's the stuff that I would love to see. But where all these other people are like, yeah, I have 200 clients and I email them like once a day or like once every week. And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
These people are spending $70, $80 for this program that you have that they want to actually have something, right? And it's like, oh, I have 250 people that I'm training. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yep, I feel that.
But
that's a whole, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. We could definitely get knee deep into that, but
let's just, yeah.
That was super quick. That was
quick. Nice talk.
Quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Is that a sore subject for you?
No, I get riled up with that stuff like that, dude. Like,
people like copping people out.
Yeah, man. Same thing. I don't know, man. It's just like, dude, like, what are you in it for, man? Like, I don't even know. Like, it's the same thing with like working out. Like, I don't know, man. You got to think of like the micro or the macro, dude. Like, sure, like short-term gains. Like, oh, it's cool to like to tell your friends, oh, dude, I got 200 clients. Like, oh, dude, I just got a fat arm workout. Same thing with like my thing is too. Like short-term gains. Like, yeah, like go pump fucking 50 cc of synthol in your biceps. But like, think about the macro, dude. Like, think about long-term. Like the same thing with clients. Like the short term, yeah, you're getting a financial gain, but long term, like, dude, you're not helping them.
Yeah, you're
right. If you're doing it for the right I don't even know, man. Like, that just gets me riled up, dude.
Now, we'll say ebooks are a little bit different. Right?
Sure, I feel that, right? And in online I'm not begging on online training. What I'm saying is, like, if it's done right, it's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you can help someone out, like, let's say I'm living in Minnesota and some guy went across my YouTube channel and wants to get a workout plan for me who lives in Tennessee.
If you
like,
Skype and consistently talk. And
right, but you can't, like, I personally don't think like you can build a foundation just over email, right?
Oh yeah, no, totally.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
So that's just my 2 cents. And people who think otherwise, like, take a hike. Take a hike, bro.
So, but anyway.
Anywho, yeah, we got some things in the pipeline.
Ooh, lights turned on.
Lights turning on, folks. It's about 8:30 now. I'm anxious to start some of these movies too, man. It'll be fun. It'll be cool. So
I'm very excited.
We got that going down the hatch too. Overall, I'm gonna stick with that 7.8 on the Havoc 13.7.
Was it mine 8.2, 8.3? 8.3?
I think 8.3. I think you said 8.3. Yeah.
8.3. Yeah.
Overall, not bad, man. Good workout. I'm still chilling. It's kind of later at night, and I haven't crashed at all.
Yeah,
I wasn't tired.
Which I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm feeling good, man. Overall, good workout. What did you guys think of the video? Was there something, or what did you guys think of the video?
That's
did you
the
like
end of the video. What did you guys think about it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you feel like there was something missing? Please put it in the comments down below.
Section down below.
Make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.
And hit that bell while you're at it. Hit that little bell. Hit that dinger.
Little dinger.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in.